Okay, we're going to begin the recount for precinct 4304, early voting ballots. Machine number 34269. Churchio. Wagner. Wagner.
Much like a bingo caller, Assistant Registrar of Voters Donna Cardinelli calmly called out the names of Richard Churchio and Wade Wagner during an official recount at the Clark County Election Department warehouse.
We went through the standard process for a recount, and that is the candidate who is asking for the recount is allowed to pick a certain number of precincts, and it's 5% of the total precincts in that district, or a minimum of 3, depending on whichever is a greater number. And then those precincts are hand counted, so we go through and actually hand count every vote.
June's North Las Vegas Ward 4 City Council election results couldn't have been much closer, as Richard Churchio lost by 1 vote to Wade Wagner. Mr. Churchio challenged the outcome and paid for a recount.
We don't charge for our normal duty time. It's just the additional cost that we incurred by having to conduct the recount. So this recount was relatively cheap. It cost Mr. Churchio $600.
Wagner. Churchio. Churchio.
Attorneys for both candidates and members of the media watched and witnessed the recount.
And we try to make it transparent. There's actually no requirement for us to even allow the public in when we do a recount. The only people I'm required to have in here are the candidates and their attorneys, and that's it. But that's why we do it in a public manner. We allow the public to come in, the media to come in, and everybody to watch the recount so that they can have confidence in what we're doing.
Churchio. Wagner. Wagner.
The Clark County Election Department is one of the finest in the United States. The department hires thousands of citizens during the election cycle and continues to make it easier for voters to cast ballots. Accuracy and integrity is the result.
And that agrees with the canvass results. That concludes the recount process.
Just 2 hours later, the hand-counted votes matched up exactly with the totals on Election Day, with Wade Wagner winning by just a single vote. The recount results did not surprise election officials. It merely validated their original tally and the accuracy of this election.
I have a great staff, absolutely great staff. I deserve very little of the credit of what goes on here. It's the people that work out here, and you could never do this. It takes us, we have to train about 5,000 people to put on the next presidential election, for instance. So it takes not only our staff, but a lot of people from the community and other county employees who go out and man those polling places.